Now, I wanted to make a quick video on tips on how to get through or do better at the beginning of your fast. So I just want to share some tips and ideas and things for you to consider. And the first one that I want to start with is that it's okay if you need distractions. Zero guilt here. And it's okay if you need a lot of distractions. It's okay if you need a ton of distractions. We don't need to get overly spiritual about our fasts, because ideally, yes, if we can do that, if we can avoid distractions and go deep within ourselves and meditate and heal even at an emotional level, not just the physical, that's amazing, that's incredible, and that's my goal for many of my fasts. But at the same time, we're all going through these different journeys, and we're at different stages in our lives, at different points on our journeys. And if you're going through a challenging time, if your fast is more challenging than you were expecting, you don't need to feel bad. I'm saying this because it happened to me. I had a plan of just meditating a ton during one of my fasts and doing a lot of deep emotional healing. And it was a real struggle physically for some reason. And you can watch the videos on it was a 3-day fast, but for some reason it was very challenging. I needed a ton of distractions, and I felt kind of guilty about it. But then I realized I was just trying to measure up to other people's ideas of what the perfect fast would be or should be, has to be. But what I needed at that time was a more gentle approach. And yes, I needed more movies and watch more comedy on YouTube and things like that. It's okay. We don't need to feel guilty about that. At least we're fasting. Whatever you can do to get through a fast, I'm up for it. Like I recommend it if you feel like and want to get through that fast. Use whatever you need to. Don't worry about what other people are telling you that you have to do. You're not less spiritual for doing that, if you're doing this for also spiritual reasons. There's nothing bad about that. Nothing bad about it. So that's just what I wanted to share. And I also wrote down, to balance. So it's really cool to learn about fasting. That's another video that I made, because it inspires you to keep going. So if you're learning about fasting, it reassures you that you're doing the right thing for your body, for yourself. So learning is incredible, but I also encourage you to balance information with entertainment. Just find whatever works for you. What I used to do is I love reading about fasting. So I was reading, but when it felt like, okay, this is too much, I'm getting tired or whatever, I either took a nap, meditated, slept or whatever, or I found entertainment, comedy, movies, documentaries, whatever. So find the balance between information and entertainment. So second point that I wanted to share is having a long list of all your hobbies. Everything that you like to do, everything that brings you joy, makes you feel alive, brings you happiness, makes you smile, makes time go by like crazy. You don't even realize how much time has gone by. Have a long, everything you can include on that list, so that when you get to those times of crap, like I need something, just look at that list and you'll feel inspired to do one of those. So I feel like that could be a huge tool for many of us. So just something to consider. The other one is more naps and more rest. If you're struggling a lot, you might need movement, you might need rest. See what your body's asking for, but just make sure you balance that. You might need more nap, you might need more rest if your body's going through a lot of detox, if your nervous system is begging for that. So that might be a huge thing that might help. I wrote down meditation, but at the same time, don't force it if you feel like you really don't want to meditate. If you're not into meditation, don't even worry about this one. If you are into meditation but you're not feeling it, don't force it. Don't force it, because otherwise deep down there's a little bit of like resentment, like, oh shit, I don't want to be doing this, but I feel like I have to because that guy on YouTube told me to meditate more while I'm fasting, otherwise I'm not getting all the benefits. Come on, just do whatever the hell you want to do. Do whatever you want to do, just get through the fast. There's another fast coming. You'll be able to fast again in the future. Don't worry. We always try to have that perfect experience with a fast. They're all going to be different, and we're going through different challenges, so don't worry. And I also wrote balancing rest with movement, which I kind of mentioned on the other one, and the other one is trying to avoid work. So either if you want to do a long fast but you can't get time off of work, maybe start it either on the weekend or close to the weekend. Like if you know that day 3 is the toughest for you always, I don't know, maybe start it on a Thursday or even a Wednesday. It depends on what works for you. If you want to start it on a Friday or actually on a Saturday or Sunday, just see what works best for you. But if you can't get the time off of work, if you can rearrange things, of course it's going to be better. Definitely, I highly encourage you to do that if you can. If not, don't worry, don't force it. Just find when you could start it so you get the most out of it and you can rest more maybe, and just catch up on rest in the weekend and then see how you do during the week. But then if during the week you don't feel good, you can stop the fast. Don't worry, don't force it. There'll be another chance to fast. But I just wanted to share those. See, your body's giving you the signals. Just see what your intuition's telling you. See what your body's asking for. See where you might be out of balance, and try to find that balance. Sometimes, for some of us, maybe more water, if you're really hungry, that might help. Actually, I made a video a while ago on hunger and intermittent fasting. So maybe I could link that somewhere. If not, remind me to link it in the comments if you want to see that. But I think just finding whatever works for you. I think the hobbies will be a huge benefit. So maybe try that out. Let me know what you think. A lot more tips coming on fasting. When I figure out more ideas and more things, I'll share them with you. So make sure the notifications are turned on. Have an amazing day.